Assalamualaikum. This is October-November 2023, paper 4, variant 1. So let's start solving this question paper. Our first question is about transformation. In part A, he says, describe fully the single transformation that maps shape A onto shape B. So if you recognize it, your recognition will be very good. It's a translation. So how we will describe it fully? So you pick any one point on shape A and move it towards the corresponding point of shape B. Like you have to move first in x-axis and then in y-axis. So it's a translation of vector. Now we have to find its vector. So take this point and move towards the corresponding point on B. So you moved 7 blocks on the left side, so you have to write -7. And now you are going to move down 1 unit, so you write -1 here. So your translation vector will be -7 and -1. So this is it for part A1. And A2 says shape A onto shape C. So A onto C, it's a rotation. It definitely looks like a rotation. Now what you have to do, you have to find out the center of rotation, the angle of rotation, and clockwise or anti-clockwise. So first of all, find its center of rotation. So join any two corresponding corners of the triangles, like take this one and its corresponding point on C is, I have circled it, join them and draw its perpendicular bisector. Now do the same thing, take any other second point on the corresponding edges, like I take this one, and now I am going to draw its perpendicular bisector. So I am doing it with the ruler, but you people have to do it with compass. So where these two perpendicular bisectors meet, that would be its center of rotation. So it's at 5,1. Now how to find out whether it is 90 degree or 180 degree. So from center of rotation, join one corner of triangle A like this and join to the other corresponding corner on triangle C. So it is 90 degree rotation. Now place your compass on center of rotation and open it towards A and then move it towards C. So you are moving clockwise. So everything has been found out. Now you can write it. It's a rotation 90 degree clockwise about 5,1. So this is full description. On the grid, draw the image of A in y is equal to 2. Y is equal to 2 line, I have drawn it with the green line. So you have to reflect it. So you count every corner of triangle A to the line y is equal to 2 and then move the same distance on the other side of the y is equal to 2 line. So like this, 1 2 3 4. So go 1 2 3 4. So this is the first point, second point is here, and the third point is here. So join them and you have done the reflection in y is equal to 2 line. In the third part, you have to enlarge, and center of enlargement is given 0 0 and the scale factor is given -2. So from every point on triangle A, draw the line and crosses from center of enlargement, which is given 0 0, like this. And now measure the distance from this point to center of enlargement and then move the same digit which you have measured 2 times on this line which you have drawn. 1, 2. So your point comes here. Do the same thing with other point. Draw the line, measure it, and mark, move 2 times from the center of enlargement. So here you got that second point, and do this with the third point. Draw a line, measure it till center of enlargement and move 2 times after the center of enlargement, and then join these 3 points. You got the negative enlargement of A. Question number 2a. Find the value of S when A is equal to 9.8 and T is equal to 20. So this is a simple question. Just place the values and simplify it. So 1960 is your answer. B part says solve 5 for y minus equals 15. So multiply 5 inside the bracket and solve it for y. So your y is 3 by 2 or 1 whole 1 over 2. Expand and simplify. So multiply out 3 with 5x, then 8, and 2 with 3x and 7. And now simplify it. Rearrange A equals to B square minus 3c cube to make C the subject. So bring 3c cube here and A on the other side. Then divide 2b square minus A by 3. Sorry, and then take cube root on both sides. So C would be subject. Factorize completely. So take 2p as common, so it's 3q minus 2, and take 1 common, 3p minus 2. Question number 3a. Average distance of Mars from Sun is this kilometer. Write this distance as an ordinary number. So you just multiply 2.27 by 10 zeros. and now move decimal to the right 10 digits. 3 digits are already there in the shape of 279, and then write down zeros with it. So this is your ordinary number. Planet Uranus has a diameter 35.8% of the diameter of Jupiter. Calculate the diameter of Uranus. So 35.8% means 35.8 over 100 times diameter of Uranus. We have to calculate. So you write down the diameter of Jupiter, which is 14,3000. Now simplify it. So this is your answer. Ratio of diameter of Neptune to diameter of Saturn can be written in the form 1:n. Find the value of n. So you write down the diameters of both. Now divide 49,500 by 49,500 both sides, so that you can get 1 on the left side. And simplify the second side. So you got 1 ratio 2.43, and the value of n is 2.43. Find the average distance of Neptune from the Sun as a percentage of average distance of the Earth from the Sun. So 4.49 times 10 power 9 divided by 1.496 into 10 power 8 times 100. Now you can use your calculator. So 3 into 10 power 3. Distance within the solar system are also measured in astronomical unit AU. Average distance of Jupiter from Sun is 5.2 AU. Calculate the average distance of Mars from the Sun in astronomical unit. Okay, let me correct this one. This is 3000, not 3. Okay, come back to this part. So 7.786 into 10 power 8, and this is 5.2 astronomical unit. This is the distance of Jupiter from Sun, and now we have to calculate the average distance of Mars from the Sun in astronomical unit. So 2.279, and this is x here. Now cross multiply. Now solve it for x. So 1.522. So this is your astronomical unit of Mars. Diameter of Mars is 39.2% greater than the diameter of Mercury. Calculate the diameter of Mercury. So 39.2 plus 100. It's greater, so add 39.2 in 100. So it is 139.2%. So 139.2% into diameter of Mercury, and that is equal to 6800. So diameter of Mercury equals 6800 into 100 divided by 139.2. This gives you diameter of Mercury 4890. 1 light year is the distance that light travel in a year, 365.25 days. The speed of light is this much kilometer per second. Show that 1 light year is so much kilometer, correct, to 4SF. Alright, so speed equal distance divided by time. Distance is speed into time. So your speed is this into time is 365.25 into 24 into 60 into 60. This 24 is because of the day, 60 is hour, and next 60 is second. So you use your calculator to find out the value. So 9.46 times 10 power 12 kilometer, and correct to 4SF. This is 9.461 into 10 power 12. So shown. Distance of Andromeda galaxy to Earth is 2.4 into 10 power 19 kilometer. Calculate the time taken for the light to travel from this galaxy to Earth. Give your answer in millions of years. Alright, so we have to write 9.461 into 10 power 12 kilometer. This represents 1 year. So 2.4 into 10 power 19 kilometer will represent x. Cross multiply. So x equals this much value, and we have to give him answer in million of years. So divided by 6 zeros. 2.5367 into 10 power 6 years. So 3SF is 2.54 into 10 power 6. Lucia has two fair spinners. Spinner A is 5-sided and is number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Spinner B is 9-sided and is numbered 3, 3, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5. Lucia spins a two-spinner and record whether they land on a prime number. Complete the diagram. So 3/5, then comes 5/9, then not prime 1 minus 5/9. Spinner A not prime is 1 minus 3/5, that is 2/5, and from 2/5 it goes 5/9. The prime not prime is 4/9. Find the probability that two numbers are both prime. So both prime is 3/5 into 5/9. Simplify it. So 1/3. The two numbers are not both primes. So this is 1 minus 1/3 will give you this answer. You subtract 1/3 from 1. So you got 2/3. Lucia spins spinner 120 times. Find the expected number of times the spinner lands on a prime number. So your n is 120 and your p is 3/5. This expected number is np always. So you multiply 120 by this probability, which is 3/5, and you will get the answer 72. Lucia spins spinner B twice. Find the probability that the two spinner lands on add up to 9 or more. So find out how many numbers make 9 or more. Greater than 9 are 4, 5. You add them, 4 and 5, it's 9. 5 and 4 makes 9. 5 and 5 makes 10. and that's it. These three numbers fulfills the requirement. So probability of 4 into probability of 5. 4/9 is probability of 4 into probability of 5 is 2/9 plus probability of 5 is 2/9 into 4/9 plus probability of 5 is 2/9 into 2/9. Now solve it. So this is 20/81. Lucia keeps spinning spinner B until it lands on a 4. Find an expression in term of n for the probability that this happens on the nth spin. Suppose we throw it for 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, and so on until it lands on a 4. So we say that it lands on nth term, it lands on a 4. So before nth term there is n minus 1th term. So all from 1, 2, 3, 4 till n minus 1, before n minus 1 is no 4. And on the nth term it lands on a 4. So getting no 4, the probability is 5/9. So 5/9 power n minus 1 into getting a 4 is 4/9. So this is your expression in terms of n for the probability that this happens on the nth spin. Question number 5. Calculate angle ACD. Okay, first find out the length AB. So take this right angle triangle ABD. It has an angle given and a length opposite that angle is given. So you can use tan theta to find out the length AB or BA. So tan 38 is equal to opposite over adjacent 83.2 over AB. So AB equals this and you get the length 106.49 meters. Now try to find out AC. So AC is 106.49 plus 54.5. So this is your length AC, 160.99. Now you can find out angle ACD. Forget the line BD and see triangle ACD as a right angle triangle, 90 degree at A. So angle C is your theta and opposite to that theta is AD, which is given, and adjacent is also given. You have just found out 160.99. So tan of ACD is equal to 83.2 over 160.99. Now ACD is equal to tan inverse of this and you get the angle ACD, 27.3. B part. In B part, EFG is a right angle triangle. A circle can be drawn that passes through 3 vertices of the triangle. On the diagram, mark the position of center of the circle with a cross. Explain how you decide. So this is a very simple question. If you remember your circle properties, so you think that FG is the diameter of the circle and the midpoint of FG would be the center of the circle which makes, if you place your compass at that center, which is the midpoint of FG, and open your compass to F or G and rotate it, so it will pass through all three corners of this triangle, because if you remember, you know that in the diameter of a circle, in a semicircle, if you make a triangle, it always make 90 degree on the circumference. So here you mark the point, and whatever I told you, let me recall you this. In the diameter, there is always in a semicircle of a circle, there is always 90 degree angle on the circumference. So this you can write, angle in a semicircle makes 90 degree at the circumference. And that's it. In part C, he has given us two triangles, LMN, PQR, and PQR, the lengths are given and the ratios are given. He says, calculate the difference between largest angle in the triangle PQR and the largest angle in the triangle LMN. So let's find out the largest angles. The ratios are given in LMN, so add all the ratios, 15. So largest ratio is 6, so 6 over 15 into 180, because the three angles sum up to 180, simplified. So n is 72 degree, and the largest angle of the PQR must be at R, because the longest side of a triangle, opposite to that longest side, is always the largest angle. So to find out that angle, we have to use cosine rule, because in this triangle all the three sides are given and no angle is given. So let's do it. 6 square equals 4 square plus 5 square minus 2 into 4 into 5 into cos of R. So now simplify it. So R equals 82.82. Now the difference is 82.82 minus 72, which is 10.8. So this is the answer. Question number 6 is a sequence question. Complete the table for the three sequences. So sequence A, minus 3 minus minus 7 is 4, 1 minus minus 3 is 4, 5 minus 1 is 4. So this is a linear sequence. So fifth term is, you can find it 9, because you add 4 in 5. So nth term is, because it's a linear sequence, your a plus n minus 1 times d. A is your value of first term, d is your difference. And now simplify this. You get minus 11 plus 4n, or you can write 4n minus 11. For the sequence B, uh, 13 minus 7, check the difference. This is 6, 23 minus 13, this is 10, 37 minus 23, this is 14. So this is not a linear sequence. Try to find out the difference of the difference. 10 minus 6 is 4, 14 minus 10 is 4. So this is a quadratic. when you see the second difference is become constant, so that is surely a quadratic sequence. So you write an square plus bn plus c. Okay, a is half of second constant value. Second constant value means your second difference. So you half it, you got 4. So half of 4 is 2. So you put 2 in A. And how to find C? C is always a value of 0th term. So if you move backward from 37, how you got 23? The difference was 14. So you subtracted 14 from 37, you got 23. Then you subtracted 10 from 23, you got 13. So then you subtracted 6 from 13. So every time you are reducing 4, 4, 4. So you subtract 2 from 7. So you got 5. So this is your 0th term. So put all these values in. First you find out A, then you find out C, and after that you find out B. Never try to find out B after A. So always put value of n is equal to 1 because it's simple to solve. When you put the value of 1 in n, then equate the whole with 7 because you have put the first term value. Now solve it for B. So B equals 0. So your quadratic, your so nth term formula became 2n square plus 5. And the fifth term you can find it out by adding like 10, 14, then you add 18 in 37, you will get fifth term. And the nth term was 2n square plus 5. Okay, the sequence C is neither a linear nor a quadratic, so you have to be very intelligent on this sequence. And intelligence always comes by practice. So you have to look carefully the sequence, and this is a hit and try sequence. So your first value is 2 over 27. So how can I bring 2? Like if I write 1 plus 1, it makes 2. And how can I bring 27 if I write 3 power 3? So it makes 27. So I will keep this system for other parts. Like the next one is 3 over 81. So my 3 would come like, I will keep one number constant in the numerator, like 2 plus 1 makes 3, and the denominator I will keep 3 there. So 3 power 4 is 81. 4 over 4, 243. Now if I write 3 plus 1, it makes 4. And if I write 3 power 5, it makes 243. So 5 over 729, 4 plus 1 makes 5, and 3 power 6 makes 729. So we got it. So we can write n equals 5. So 5 plus 1 over 3 power 7. The fifth term. And then this is your fifth term, you can write it here. And now for nth term, it now becomes easy to write. N plus 1 over 3 power n plus 2. n plus 1 over 3 power n plus 2. Alright. In a sequence, sum of the first 49 term is 7644. The sum of the first 50 term is 7975. Find the 50th term of this sequence. Okay, sum of first 49 terms. T1, T2, 3, 4 till T49 and then T50. So first sum of first 49 term, he has given us 7664, and sum of first 50 term is 7975. So 7975 minus 7644 will give you the 50th term. That's how we find this. Question number 7. Frequency table shows this. Estimate the mean. So this is class widths are given. So first find out the mid values by adding 216 plus 219 divided by 2. So this you get 217.5 for the second class, 219 plus 224 divided by 2. So these are midpoints. Now formula is sum of f of x over sum of f. So 9 into the midpoint of first class, 21.75, 7.5 plus 14 into 2 to 1.5 and so on, divided by sum of the frequencies, 9 plus 14 plus 14 plus 2 plus 8, and this is equal to this much. Final answer is 226. Complete the histogram to show information in the frequency table. So this histogram has been made on frequency densities. So you have to calculate the frequency density of each class. So let's go back. Class widths are given. So not given, you have to find out. 219 minus 216. This is the first class width. This is the second. 224 minus 219. 234 minus 224. So all these are the class widths. Now frequency density is frequency divided by class width. So 9 divided by 3, 5 divided by 14 divided by 5, 14 divided by 10, 2 divided by 10, 3 divided by 20. So now mark these frequency densities on this given graph. So your first value from here, this, your second value from here, this, third value here. So this is completed. Question number 8a. Show that the volume of solid is 692, correct to the nearest cubic centimeter. Okay, there is hemisphere on the top, then comes the cylinder, and the bottom, big bottom is again the hemisphere. So you have to be careful dealing with this type of questions. Volume of cylinder, pi r square h. Volume of hemisphere is half of 4 over 3 pi r cube. Okay, now start. Half of 4 over 3, 3.142. R is 3.6 power 3. This is the top one. Plus cylinder, 3.142 into radius is 3.6 square into 6.5. Then the bottom one, the big hemisphere, half of 4 over 3, 3.142 into 5.4 cube. Now solve it. You get the answer 692.2455 cubic centimeter. So this is your answer, 692 cubic centimeter, and this is shown. A mathematically similar solid is made of silver. In this solid, the cylinder has radius 0.6. 1 cubic centimeter silver has a mass of 10.49 grams. Calculate the total mass of this silver solid. Okay, so V1 over V2 equals L1 over L2 whole cube. So V1 is required and V2 is, we have 692, which we just shown in the previous part. L1 is 0.6 over L2 is 3.6 whole cube. Now solve it for V1. You got 3.2 cubic centimeter. So 1 cubic centimeter is 10.49 grams. So 3.2 would be how much? Cross multiply. So you got 33.6 gram. B part. Calculate the length of arc of this sector. Give your answer as a multiple of pi. Everything is written on the diagram. Okay. Arc length is theta over 360 into 2 pi r. So theta is 216 over 360 into 2 pi 10. So this is 12 pi. A cone is made from this sector by joining OA to OB. Calculate the volume of the cone. Okay. So 10 becomes the slant height of the cone, and the formula for circumference is 2 pi r, and the arc length from the previous part is our circumference. So equate it and find out the radius from here. So the radius is 6. So now you have two values, slant height 10 and radius 6. So you can calculate the height by using Pythagoras theorem. So your height is 8. Now you are ready to solve it. Put the values in the formula. So your volume is 301.63, which is 302. Okay, question number 9. Find f of 0. So this is simple. You just place 0 wherever you see x. Solve it and you get minus 2. So f of 0 is equal to minus 20. So g inverse of x, so let y is equal to g of x. Now write with y this equation. Y equals 2x minus c. Now make x the subject. So now g inverse of x would be, replace y by x plus 3 over 2. So this is your answer. G of h of 2. So you have to find out h of 2 first. So your h of 2 is 4 power 2 into 2. You place 2 in x. Now simplify it. So you got 4 power 3. H of 2 is equal to 4 power 3, which is 64. So now g of h of 2 means g of 64. So you place 64 in x in the function of g. So this is your g of h of 2, 125. G of 2x is equal to 7. Find the value of x. So find g of 2x first. In g function, you write 2x in wherever you see x in the g function. So this becomes 4x minus 3, and this 4x minus 3 would be equals to 7. From here x is equal to 5 by 2 or 2.5. C part, simplify g of x square plus g of x plus 1. Okay, g of x square means you have to put x square in x in the g function. Now simplify it. So g of x means the 2x minus 3 in x in the function of g. Look, 2x minus 3 minus 3. So simplify this, you get 4x minus 9. So 2x square minus 3 plus 4x minus 9 plus 1. Simplify this, you get 2x square plus 4x minus 11. Find h inverse of 16. So first find out h inverse. So y is equal to h of x, y is equal to 4 power 2x minus 1. So take log on both sides. Log means the shortcut of log is Lg. So Lgy is equal to Lg 4 power 2x minus 1. Now Lgy is equal to, bring down the power on the left side. So 2x minus 1 times Lg4. So Lgy is equal to, you multiply Lg4 with, you take x outside, 2Lg4 times x minus, you multiply Lg4 by 1. So you get this. So 2Lg4 times x is equal to Lgy plus Lg4. I made 2Lg4 times x the subject. So x equals Lgy plus Lg4 divided by 2Lg 4. So your h inverse of x is Lg 4x divided by 2Lg4. So Lg4x divided by 2Lg4. So now place h inverse of 16. So in x you place 16. Now you calculate it with the help of your calculator. Your answer would be 3 by 2. Okay. You multiply x plus 5 and x minus 4 first. You got this. Now you multiply the first bracket 3x plus 1 with the result of x plus 5 and x minus 4. Now simplify this. So you got the value of a, b, c and d. ABC is a triangle, find the coordinate of C. Okay, so CA means OA minus OC. So OC is equal to OA minus CA. So OA is 414 and CA is minus 11.8. 4 minus minus plus, 4 plus 11 is 15. 14 minus 8 is 6. So this is your OC. And in the shape of coordinates you have to give him the answer 15, 6. Find BA. BA is OA minus OB. So OA is 414 minus OB is 1 minus 10. So solve it. So 324 is your answer. Find the magnitude of CA. So minus 11 square plus 8 square whole under the root. Solve it and you get 185 root. So 13.6 is the answer. In part B, show that OR equals 2 over 5A plus 3 over 5B. So you mark 3 and 2 on the diagram, and OR equals OM plus MR. OM is A, MR is, you have to find MN first. MN is ON minus ON. ON minus OM means B minus A. So MR is 3 over 5 of MN, which means 3 over 5 of B minus A. So put this value here. And now simplify this. Take the LCM 5. So 5A minus 3B minus 3A. So this is 2A plus 3B over 5. Or you can say 2 over 5A plus 3 over 5B. Shown. Part 2A, NT equals 4A plus K times B and OT equals C times OR. Find the value of K and the value of C. Okay. So I'm going to write NT equals OT minus ON. NT is 4A plus K times C. OT is C times 2A, 2 over 5A plus A over 5B. Minus ON is B. Now 4A plus K times B equals 2 over 5CA. I'm multiplying C inside the bracket, plus 3 over 5CB minus B. Now left side write it like that. On the right side collect the vector B. So take B as common. So 3 over 5C minus 1. Now compare the quotients of the vectors. So vector A on the left side, the quotient is 4, on the right side is 2 over 5C. So from here you can find out the value of C. And the right side, the left side quotient of B is K, and on the right side the quotient of B is 3 over 5C minus 1. Equate them and put the value of C, which you have already found. Simplify it and you get the value of K. So K is 5, C is 10. MT is OT minus OM. OT is 10, 2 over 5A plus 2 over 5B minus OM is A. Now simplify this, you get 4A plus 6B minus A, which is 3A plus 6B. Question 11a, differentiate this. So do dx is 3x square minus 8x minus 3 is the differentiation. Curve has equation this. Work out the coordinate of two stationary points. Show all your working. Okay. At a stationary point, differentiation is always equal to 0. So 3x square minus 8x minus 3 equals 0. So factorize it by midterm breaking. So your x is minus 1 over 3 and x is equal to 3. So when x is equal to minus 1 over 3, your y is, you have to put in the main equation. (14/27). So write it in the answer space. When your x is equal to 3, your y is minus 18. Okay, determine whether each stationary point is a maximum or a minimum. Show all your working. So you again differentiate the differentiated part, means second differentiation. Dy by dx was 3x square minus 8x minus 3. So you write d square y over dx square is 6x minus 8. Now put the value of x minus 1 over 3 in this. So your answer is negative 10, which is less than 0, so it's a maximum. And now put the value of x, which is 3, in the second differentiation. So your answer is 10, which is greater than 0, so it's a minimum. And that's it, boys. So this is my phone number and my country is Pakistan. Thank you so much. See you in the next paper. If I have done any kind of mistake, please do inform me and I will correct it.